Hey everyone, good morning. Adam and Sarah here, the Green Executive. Hope you're doing well. Want to talk to you today about don't make this mistake, because a lot of landscape business owners do, especially when they're very first starting out their businesses. They make this mistake and they don't change their phone number to where they have a private number for themselves, because what ends up happening is the customer will end up calling you all the time. It's okay.
It's okay when you're small and there's
Yes,
just a handful, or as you grow and scale, then it becomes an issue, because your personal cell phone, you need that, you want to have that, and you don't necessarily want customers calling your personal cell phone all the time. So what do you do?
Well, there's options, right? So there's all kinds of options out there. So, you can get a landline phone. I don't know how you feel about that, but, that might be an old school thing that maybe Linneman Lawn Care only does. But we have a landline phone still, and it's local to us. Our customers know it's a local number. So that sometimes can be helpful, right?
It's also 2023.
It is 2023. Maybe you have a dual SIM phone. Maybe you have a separate phone number on your cell phone dedicated to your business, and then you turn that off at 5 p.m. and then your personal cell phone number takes over in the evenings.
Well, and here's the thing. As you grow, if that's your goal, if not, that's okay too. Either way, you need a process in place. But if you're growing and scaling and adding clients, here's a rule of thumb. Don't do for one what you can't do for many.
Ooh. That's deep.
Don't do for one what you can't do for many, because it becomes harder, and you're getting people, you're training your customers too, right? So your customers are trained to call your cell phone, and to retrain them is sometimes difficult.
I was going to say, it's almost not fair to the customer either,
right,
that you do that, because once again, you want to have that disconnect time for yourself.
For sure. So you can transition, if you're find yourself in that situation where, I wish I had a number that was separate for the business so that somebody else could be answering it, or just so that I get some relief. You can transition that over. So it's just a matter of retraining your clients, letting them know, hey, thanks for calling. I don't want this to get lost in the shuffle. I want to make sure the right person gets it. So can you please call the office number and relay to them? I'll follow up on it, but could you please do that to retrain them? Other things like similar would be a very generic email for the business. Office at Linneman Lawn Care and Landscaping.
That's another good one too. Yes.
So a generic email address, so that way it's not necessarily your personal email address, because there's things that you would want to have private, and eventually you can have somebody else monitor this other box, and that could just be a time saver down the line.
So these are some very, honestly, kind of inexpensive things to do to kind of help you disconnect from your business, to kind of keep things separate, and to help start developing some processes and procedures in place inside your business.
I got one more, and that's a P.O. box.
Yes.
So
I love our P.O. box.
It's helpful as your business maybe changes locations, or you want somebody else responsible, especially if that mail is going to your house. It's nice to have a P.O. box. Yes, there's an expense to that. And I know for us, it's definitely paid off.
There you go. Take care, everybody. We'll talk to you next week. Bye.